At the Packers offensive ebook. This should be a pretty good playbook for a lot of you guys. Um, the reason I like this book is it's very similar to how the Rams playbook was last year, without missing a few things, obviously. But it has like three of the best formations that were the best formations last year. But they're still pretty good this year, so it's nice to have a little familiarity when you get into a playbook. So our first play is going to be the doubles flex. It's going to be the flanker drive. I'm not really going to go over this one. So the reason we're going over flanker drive, motion, halfback drive, and Z spot all have the motion route. And for this entire formation, you're going to fake that motion route. So we have the motion dive, which is okay. We have a Z spot, which we all know how to run Z spot. So let's look at our first play that we're going to actually run out of this formation, and it's going to be shallow cross. So like I said before, we're going to keep motioning over this guy. So we're going to motion the far right receiver left, and we're going to snap him at the tight end and make it look like the other motion plays. So the drag route is going to be pretty good on this one. So, motion. And drag route or deep in. It's either one. Doesn't really matter which one you do. Just do deep in or that. Alright, so that's really it for shallow cross, because it's a very simple play. By nature, anyway. Let's look at... let me get CJ Beathard in the game real quick. Just because, as a Niner fan, I hate Hoyer. And not Bradley Pinion. CJ Beathard. Alright, so our next play out of the double flex is going to be this play called the swing screen. I'm sure you all remember the swing screen from last year. This isn't as good as the actual good ones, but it's still pretty effective. If you get the blocking, you can get something, which is always nice. Alright, so our next play, let's see if there's anything in the audibles. Alright, so we have a slants. I did not mean to flip the play, but whatever. So see how the defense is in a cover 4? I've been running a lot of slants lately to beat this. Just take what you can get with the slants. If you can run upfield, run upfield. That's how I've been using that. This PAY still is just an okay play in general. If it's man coverage, what I like to do is smart route the Trent Taylor route over there. And then it's probably not man coverage, but I'm going to throw it anyway. You just throw it right as he cuts. I got sacked that time. So let's try that again. Alright, so what I like to do, if it's man-to-man, you throw Trent Taylor right as he cuts, and it should be wide open versus man-to-man. Since that was cover 2, it's not going to be open at all. But just trying to show you so I can get through this quicker. And also on that, if you think it's man-to-man, you do the smart route. But you might want to in or slant Garcon to get another, just a check down play. So that's all you're going to do on that one. You have halfback dive, which is probably one of the better runs. I like dives in general. So yeah, that's basically it for that. We have a double post play, which is our next one. So double flex, we have double posts. We're going to do random play. Alright, so motion the far right receiver. Alright, so we're still doing this motion thing. I didn't do it the last couple plays because it's easy to forget. You're going to motion this player over, and then you're going to slant the far left wide receiver, which is Trent Taylor. And versus cover 4, you might get Garcon route as a one-play touchdown. I don't really want to guarantee cover 4 like one-play touchdowns anymore, because they never work for me. I don't know if it's just me or other people. Maybe I don't have the personnel. I don't know. But in general, this is a nice play because you got the slants. The slant and crosser are going to get wide open somewhere on the play because the post is going to draw players back. And the weird Z route that, what's his face, Goodwin is running, it's going to clear out some things too. So we're going to motion him over, snap once he gets the numbers, and then just throw someone, whoever's open. So tight end or slant. Dropped it that time, but whatever. So let's try that again. Right, so we also have that the weird kind of Z route, B route, whatever Goodwin's route is called. That gets open pretty nice too if you have the time. Generally you don't, so let's try it this time with blocking the halfback to try and give us a little more time. And still no time. So let's try it one more time. I want to try and get the ball off. I think this is safety blitz, so probably not going to. Okay, one more try. I really want to show you if this works. I don't know why I can never get time in the pocket versus the CPU sometimes. Yeah. Alright, so if you just practice that play yourself, I guess. Madden doesn't want me to show you it's a good play. Alright, so version 2 of this play, we're going to drag the far right receiver, which is Goodwin. We're going to motion him and do the same thing. So this is going to be a little bit like a draw cross, or what's it called, draw shot. So you have the two posts, so your reads are going to be Kittle and Goodwin. So if Goodwin's not open, Kittle will be open, and if vice versa, and if they're both covered, Garcon should generally be open. So let's see. And they're both open that time. If they're both open, you want to throw the lower guy because then you get the blocking tight end. Okay, so version 3, we're going to streak Garcon. We're going to out the far right receiver. That's not at all what I wanted. That was weird. Let's see, let's try that again. Okay, so we're gonna streak Garcon. We're gonna out Goodwin. We can smart route him if we want to get him a little bit deeper. Block the tight end, and versus cover 3, you might get Taylor open. So what we're gonna do is motion him over and snap him. If you want to keep motioning Goodwin for the other fake, go right ahead. But I like to motion the post so he gets a little bit cross field a little bit faster. And that's how I throw those posts. Alright, so that's it for Singleback doubles flex. Singleback wing flex is our next one. We have a Z spot. I don't really want to go over Z spots anymore just because everyone knows how to run them. So there's a few different setups in there. So, you know. Halfback dive. This is my favorite halfback dive of all the Singleback runs. So it's really good. We have a PA boot left tackle. If you've watched any of my other videos, you probably know that I love these type plays. So we could either keep Kittle on an in, or we could slant him. It's really up to you on that one. So as soon as you hand the ball off, this is where you basically make your read. You're going to run with a QB, and if your QB is being contained, you're going to immediately throw it to Selleck or Kittle. So QB run was free, and I watch how all the blocks got there. With a Tyrod Taylor, Cam Newton, or just a faster quarterback, that's a touchdown. That could even, or just a big gain. I get a lot of my long touchdowns on that with Tyrod Taylor. So that's basically that one. Let's see, what are audibles? Are audibles any useful? This one, you might be able to get Garcon open by, by getting, what is that audible even? Alright, so Kittle, I hitch Kittle, and you might get Garcon. Or you'll just get instantly sacked. So I always try out those kind of plays in the video because they probably don't work. I don't really want to put unworking plays in the ebook just because, you know, don't want to go into a game and be like, oh, that doesn't work. This is kind of our final check of some plays. Because sometimes a concept will work no matter what, and then other times it just doesn't. So versus cover 2, the left post will destroy it. So this is a cover 2, cover 4, or cover 2 man under. So what we're going to do is we can leave it like this, or what we can do is we can motion Selleck out if you want. You don't really have to. So I'm just going to leave it stock this time. And then post. So that was cover 3, but the way the zone logic was working is the hitch by the halfback was bringing the safeties down, or linebackers down. So the Garcon route was able to get in between the safeties and linebackers. That's why we like that route. So let's try it this time with a motion Selleck. So you motion snap, Selleck, and then you're just going to throw either one. It's basically just a bench. It's just motioning it will kind of get the bench a little bit freer. So that's all there is on that one. Zone weak's your audible. It's not as good as the dive because look at that, but it's something you can cover or run or call if you need it. So our next formation is going to be singleback wing. We're just going to go over this a little bit faster. So singleback wing, first play is going to be boot left tackle. Alright, same as the other one. As soon as you do the fake handoff, that's where your read is. The other thing about these kind of plays is you have a few ways you can run it. If you see cover 3, you're going to streak Garcon. You could also smoke him if you want, but streaking is the more consistent way to do this. And if it was man-to-man, you want to slant him like that. So we're going to keep him like that. And as soon as we make the handoff, fake handoff, we're going to see if we can run with the QB. If we can't, throw it to Kittle or Selleck. So can't run. Hand it off. And that's all. See, the reason this QB runs just effective in general is because the blocking just gets there. Almost everyone's to the right side. And that was a good contained by whoever that was. Donald, I think. Alright, so let's try it one more time. Alright, so, yeah, I threw it to the wrong tight end because it looked the same to me. But whatever. Alright, so one more time. It looks like that's a safety blitz. If it's a safety blitz, you're gonna want to cancel play action. Or if you see the blitz coming in general, you want to cancel the play action, like right about here, and just throw it. It helps you get the ball out a little bit quicker. I found this is actually a good way to attack cover 4 too. Just doing that, canceling, and then throw in whoever's open. Yeah, good one didn't get there, but whatever. All right, next play. Alright, PA Sail out of the wing flex. PA Sail, where are you? Is that not in there? I totally thought that was in here. Oh, I'm in the wrong play, right. I'm in singleback wing. Alright, PA Sail. Close PA Sail, yeah, that's what it's called. Alright, so the way we run this is we can streak, oh man, I really didn't write this down very well. Yeah, streak tight end. We're going to in route tight end 2, and skinny post might get free. So this is a play I like to run versus cover 2, because the Goodwin route should split the safeties. The Kittle route should keep a safety to the right side, I believe. And the Selleck and Garcon routes are your underneath routes, if you need to hit those. So just throw the underneath route if it's all you can get. And that's pretty good. It's a pretty simple play. Not much to it. Then we have our tight end attack. Drag the far right receiver. Just drag the far right receiver. That's really all we do on these ones too. If you want, you could drag Selleck, and then, or maybe even slant Selleck. I don't know, to kind of get him in position so once Goodwin gets it, maybe you have an extra blocker. So let's try that. Yeah, that's basically all. It's really a simple read. I'm sure you all run tight end attack before. There's a dive out of this formation as well. It's a nice dive. I like dives out of these 2 tight end sets. They're just really cool. This wide receiver screen, it's an interesting screen because it's not bad, but it's not good. So if you have a fast tight end on that wheel route, it probably is good because if they overcommit on the screen, you can just throw that little wheel route. It's probably more of a man beating screen, so if you throw it and it looks like man, you just throw that wheel route. So that's really it. That's all there is to that one. Alright, singleback ace slot is our next one. Ace slot. First play we're going to look at is slide. So just like the other slides, you don't run this any different than the other slides. So you're going to roll out, try and get what you can. Beathard's not really a scramble QB, so it's kind of hard to show you. Should have done this with like the Titans. So you just kind of get what you can. I don't know why I'm making such bad reads on when I record live. Okay. Hand it. Oh, it was cancel play action that time. Yeah, it worked out. Garcon, touchdown. Man, Garcon, you almost won us the game on Thursday. That would have been nice. Alright, so one more time. Just roll it out, and boom. Yeah, it's not the best slide, but it's a slide. I just like slides because of the QB run factor. Because if you can make them hate that QB run, you can really dictate your pass game, because you start doing those QB run plays on all of those slide throws, you just start canceling play action, stay in the pocket, you have plenty of time, just throw it wherever you want. Halfback wham. So Singleback deuce close is our next one. It's not the best deuce close. Titans and Bills have the best deuce close, because this one's missing the most essential play of deuce close, which is the halfback angle or tight end angle, whatever it's called. So yeah, halfback wham's just a nice run. I love running this play. It beats almost any box formation except for ones like this, obviously. One like this is just too many guys. Trying to show you what it does against a 3-4 front. But yeah, they're probably not gonna get into an over/under. Okay, there it is. See how there's a D tackle over the center? So what happens on these type of formations is either you're going to get a big gain or you're going to get stopped in the backfield, because these ones are just kind of like that dice rolly. See, so that was a nice gain right there. Other times you're just going to get the bad gain. An audible is bench. We all know how to run bench. The only thing I like to do in bench is if I want to make it different, I just do that. Just double in. And I can get the ball off. But yeah, I double in like that just so you have more routes. Because if you get found out that you're in bench, obviously they can just take away that left side. So you just kind of throw the double in. Hope you get something. Next play is play action misdirection out of deuce close. PA misdirection. Alright, we're going to streak the left tight end. That's one way to do it. The reason we do that is to make it look like the halfback angle. So if you come out this early game, they're going to think you have the halfback angle, and that's why we like running it. You could always slant him or something. Maybe slant Kittle. And what's the other route on that play? Drag Goodwin. I think that's kind of what it looks like, the halfback angle. So it's obviously not this, but you know, if you want to try and trick them, maybe you can. Plus you have that nice corner out, which is pretty cool. Alright, so the second way we run this play is we're just going to outsell it, and that's really it. We can streak the right tight end if we want. What this is going to do is help hold the safeties back, so the Goodwin route can split the safety. And split the safety. And that's all you do on that one. And then the other is just leaving the outed tight end. Try and throw your tight end. That's really it. Is wheel the this play I try running it. I just don't. It should work. And Garcon, Goodwin, or Hyde should get wide open in theory, but it doesn't happen all that much. So that was an okay open pass, but you know, it's just one of those things. It's not gonna really work for you on head to head, because trust me, I've tried it. Tight end wheel or PA drag wheel is our next one. And if I didn't mention this before, if you didn't come here from the Google Doc is in the description if you want to follow along, or even just stop watching the video and you know, read it. Have a fast tight end throw this short. Okay, so this is just a shot play. We throw the tight end route is the shot. The only thing we do is we try to drag the Garcon route, so it looks like a kind of a double drag, and then all of a sudden wheel and just throw it deep. So you're gonna want a fast tight end for that, but that's a play you can only run like once. Otherwise, they're gonna find out what you're running. Okay, Z spot, or not Z spot. Bunch is our next one. We got Z spot. The coolest thing about this Z spot is it has the Z route. The sucky part about this play is that the Z route's an option route, so you don't get it every time. So you know how to run these. You can leave it alone. You can slant the red route. What I like to do is slant in the red route and then motion them out, snap it for the delay, and just throw it right over the middle. And that's really all I do on that one. This next play is a goal line play. I'm just going to show you here so we can keep getting through this quick. Quick pitch. If we go to goal line, not cover, whatever. Blitz C is one of the ones you see most of the time. This is pretty good against Blitz C. You just kind of run it out. You're really only going to see Blitz C on the goal line, so that's just a fun play to call on the goal line. It's usually not even seen coming, too. Yeah, we'll go over the plays as we go. Dig return. Alright, dig return. Where you at? Dig return. There it is. I have written down in there, if it's weird, try it out. The cool thing I like about this play is you can do that, get a double in. Maybe motion Garcon in if you see that's cover 2 shell. This is a cover 4, but we're going to motion him anyway. It's because that post might split the safeties. Then you also have the Goodwin route, which is going to be an interesting little zig. And you have the double in concept, which should also be open. So there we go. And then, just like a charm, that zig route's open. So that's why we like that zig route. It's really nice. And that's really it for that one. Next play. So boot slide again. So after a while, I'm going to stop going over the boot slides because they're all the same. They just are in different formations. So, you know the usual, just throw it. The only thing that makes this slide different is you have 3 crossing routes this time. So if you have Kittle's your first read, Taylor's your second, and then Goodwin's your deep. Generally, you're going to still throw Taylor and Kittle's routes. But if you have to cancel the play action, the Taylor and Goodwin route would end up being your read. So you cancel and just throw it. And Goodwin couldn't get there for some reason. And that's really it for that one. We're going to smoke screen Garcon as our next version. So the reason we're smoke screening him is if it was cover 3, Goodwin will get wide open. So I know it's just a goal line play, so let's throw it away. Maybe we can try and get a cover 3 next. Alright, that's cover 2, but we're still going to try it anyway. Okay, so the reason we do that is it brings the far left corner down if it's in cover 3. And then Taylor or Goodwin should be wide open versus cover 3. Versus cover 2, the Goodwin route's open like deep middle. It's just, I can't seem to hit it. And that's really it for that one. Next play is our audible. It's verts. We're going to drag the tight end actually. And then slant Goodwin, and we're going to motion him out. And it's going to look just like the other one without play action. And you're going to have a delayed slant. So on every play in these bunch formations, you can always do the motion. Like, it doesn't matter. So, like, let's do it on this play. You can always do that motion, try and get the delay, and throw whoever's open. Does not matter. Okay, next play. Tight end hook is our next play. Where are you, tight end? Or spot dig. Oh, wait, no. That's not spot dig. It's tight end hook. I was reading that right. Okay, spot. Tight end hook. There it is. Okay, so what we do on this one is we're gonna drag the Kittle route and slant the far right route and motion snap him. It's gonna give us a nice little delay route, and we're gonna have like 3 ins. Let's go Trent Taylor. The other way I like to run this is drag Goodwin, still motion him out, and then just throw the Goodwin or the other out. And if they don't follow Goodwin, generally the stick should be open. Let's see. This play is an audible. It works, it just doesn't work great. So we hitch that tight end, and then we just roll out with it and try and hit that post. Right about there. Okay, single back ace is our next one. Not really gonna go over single back ace unless there's anything unique, because I've gone over single back ace in other videos, so just check those out. We have a dive, that's nice. We have a stretch, which you can flip to either side. You have a bunch of motion plays, which are fun. Sprint flat is pretty good. It's a lot like the rollout plays or slide plays we've been doing. It's just you stay in the pocket no matter what. Skinny posts, you can either streak both tight ends or drag both tight ends. Doesn't really matter. Slants, same as the skinny posts, or actually different from the skinny posts. You're gonna actually streak both tight ends or fade both tight ends, and that'll get the slants open. So if you really want to see those broken down, go watch the Patriots ebook. It's basically like the very first play. Just skip the first like 20 seconds of me testing my mic because I forgot to edit that out. Alright, so our next formation is actually an I-form pro. We have PA wide receiver in. The reason I like this play is it's a nice, let's see, I'd have to reswap the ball to show you. Inside the 10, so let's put it on the 5. I like this play because look what happened to the right side post. It became a deep in. So all we're going to do is motion our fullback left. We're going to in him like that, so it looks like a double drag. And then we're just going to high point one of our receivers. I don't know why I didn't high point. So yeah, let's try that again. Yeah, so that's all you do. The reason we like that is that they get in the very back of the end zone, so you high point it, it's back catch, or possession catch, and just try and get the touchdown. Let's see. And that's an audible, so that's pretty cool. We have ISO, which is a nice run. We have slants, which okay. It's an okay slant. It's not a great slant. I-form pro, play action scissor. Let me get off of. Let me respot the ball. Let's get to like the red zone. Okay, so the reason we like this play is because you just stay in the pocket and throw the post, and I was sacked. Alright, so let's try that again. Yeah, just very simple. The reads on this one go as you're going to look at fullback, tight end, post, and then in. So fullback no, tight end yes. And that's all there is on that one. Alright, next play. I'm just trying to get through these because I'm trying to keep my ebook videos a little bit shorter. They've been very long. Alright, so we got a slide play. You know how to run these. Just streak him. And if you see the, what's it called? If you see the pass rush or the QB contain, get right in. Just cancel it and throw it to the fullback immediately, because generally, if that guy's getting in right away, it's blitz. So you can basically just hit that play. Boom. Kyle Jusney. Okay, so we also have a fullback dive and a fullback fake. It's not as effective as last year. The fullback dive and fake. It's just something you're going to use on the goal line. So there's something about this book that is not very good. Is all the I-forms and strongs don't have power O, except for I-form tight. But so the only time you're going to be able to run power O is if you're in goal line normal or I-form tight. So you might want to utilize goal line a bit more. So there's that one. Alright, let's go back to strong. Alright, so strong H open flex. PA slide, so you know how to run slides. I'm not going to go over them anymore. We have it, where is it at? We have a draw. So let's do the most popular defense right now, cover drop show 2. So the reason I like this is, look at that. You have a fullback and a tight end on a fullback draw, so that means you're going to just kill cover 4 like every time. So it's pretty nice. Alright, and we have one more play out of this formation that I like. It's a shot play, so you're only going to run it like once. It's this motion slot shot. So he motions over, he's going to run straight up the middle of the field, and you just kind of throw it and hope you get it. So that's pretty much it. Next play. is going to be pistol strong. Let's see. Yeah, pistol strong. Slot. Where are you at? Pistol strong slot. Yeah, pistol strong slot. It's going to be fullback dive belly. So we have fullback dive belly. I like this play. It's just it's a interesting like little 1-yard play. Doesn't work every time, but it's just kind of something I like to run. If you like, especially if you like getting your fullback involved. Zone split is not very good, but the fullback does like to get that edge, so there's that. So at least you can try and maybe bounce it out. You have this cross flood weak, which is a lot like a cross flood I used to like in Madden 25, but it's just not as usable. Just gonna try and not throw an interception. Let's see. We have a slide. You know how to run slides. Yeah, not running these slides very effective. Alright, let's try that slide one more time because I feel like you always have to run these slides wide. Alright, good win. Alright, we have a halfback dive out of the pistol formation. I'm ignoring. Alright, so halfback dive is a pretty good play. We ignored the full house because it's missing a power row, so it's not very good. It's got counter lead, which is cool. It's got counter strong, which is cool. But overall, they're not really great. Slam's alright, but it's not good. Weak zone's alright, it's not good. It's really lacking that power row. If it had power row, I'd love it. But if you do run it, make sure you put a what's it called? A left tackle or something right here. Alright, so that's done with pistol. There's these two formations of pistol, but I don't really care for them. First play in gun is going to be gun open flex. We have halfback dive, so that's our audible, so we're going to come out and halfback toss. I love this toss play. It works. You just get such nice blocking on it because it's like a weird little screen. So that's that play. Let's run it one more time just to show how nice it is. Yeah, it's a really nice play. I like it. Your audible is fullback or halfback dive. Halfback dives out of gun just hit a lot faster than a lot of other runs, like inside zone. So that's just something you're gonna call every once in a while. There's about 2 in this playbook, so if you're using that formation, go ahead and use it. It's a nice play. The Z spot's okay. I don't recommend the screen, and the verts are just verts. So next formation is gun spread double flex. Alright, it's gun spread double flex. Oh, that's not even the right one. Alright, gun spread double flex. Where are you? There you are. Alright, deep curl. So what we like to do is streak the far right receiver, which is good one. And then after good one, we're going to throw the halfback or the 2 ins. So we're going to look at hide. Hide's there. Throw hide. Try and get a couple yards. It's really a simple play. Don't overcomplicate it. It's just a simple clear out. Just take what you can. Throw the short route. Get what you can. Alright, halfback or something drive. I think it's tight end drive maybe. That's single back. Spread flex. Spread double flex. Yeah, there it is. Where's it at? It's not in this book. I totally thought it was in this book. I guess it's not. Alright, guess I'm just gonna delete that and let Madden Focus guy know that's not in there. Okay, delete that. There's no drive in that play. Actually, our next formation is gun tray offset. So, gun tray offset. Tray offset. There we are. Gun tray offset. We have post shot and verse drag. Both are audibles, so I don't know. Just pick whatever one you want to use. You're gonna run them the same way. Probably just slant Goodwin, so you have like a third route, and you have the deep crossers. It's very simple. We all have run deep crossers. Same one with this one. You're just gonna drag the tight end. Now you just have play action. I don't know why this is taking so long. There it is. Yep. Pretty much the same, just you have play action that time. Let's see, as an audible, you have inside zone, which is cool. But that's really it out of that one. Sail, you have sail. Where are you tight end offset? You have a nice sail. I love sail, switch sail. Your reads are going to be halfback, tight end, and then all the ends. So halfback, tight end's there. Just gotta throw deep. All right, and that's it for trait offset. Let's get into one of the most important formations in this playbook, and in really any playbook that you have to know. So in the Madden community, there's about 3 formations I feel you have to master if it's in your book as a beginner. So you have the bunch, and you have the split post, and you have tight end, offset. So PA post is our first play. It's going to have quite a few setups. So the first setup is the simplest one, and the one you're probably going to use the most. Drag the tight end. You're going to make sure your slot receiver has nice catch in traffic or route running. Either one's going to work for him. And then you're going to motion the slant right and motion snap it for delay. So you're going to look at whoever gets open, really. Probably should have threw the tight end on our red route that time. So versus cover 3, you're generally going to get Goodwin or the tight end. Versus cover 2, the post route will get there, and the delayed slant will get there. That's just one way to do it. So the second version of this is we're going to swing, hide. We're going to motion him over. You have to swing him first just to motion him. Then you're going to re-swing him. And if you want, you can block Kittle. And what this is going to do versus certain zone schemes is the far left corner is going to follow Garcon like a man-to-man play. So Garcon will actually get wide open on that very end of his route, I believe, if that happens. And the zone logic will leave the bottom left part of the screen wide open where hide's going to go. So let's watch that happen. Yeah, so pretty much wide open right there. The reason that works is because I think some kind of cloud flat rule where the cloud flat will turn into man coverage. That's all you're doing on that one. Alright, so this is a cover 4 shell, but you see how the safeties are like that? If you see the safeties like that and it's in cover 2, what you're going to do is streak the tight end like that. Still motion out the wide receiver, snap it, and you're going to throw the post as soon as he gets open. And I threw an interception because that was probably cover 3. So let's do that again, even though it's cover 3 this time. The reason we do this is it clears out space for the post to get the ball. I'm not getting it right now, but it's just one way to get the post the ball. It's kind of just like one of those I need like a big play kind of thing. So you're not gonna throw it every play, obviously. Now the next version is streak the tight end. We're going to swing the halfback, and we're still going to motion Goodwin. So the reason we're doing this is to get everything going, and you're going to try and just throw whatever's open. Alright, so our first audible is obviously verts. We have our first version is just like the other single back bunch one. Just drag, slant, and then motion, and throw the guy. Got sacked, but you know the story. Right. Version 2 of verts is max protect, out Kittle, motion Goodwin, snap, and then it should be cleared out for Kittle. If it's not, probably throw the ball away or run with the quarterback because you're not going to get much for this. There's a corner strike play I'm not really going to go over because corner strike's corner strike. You should probably know how to run corner strike. Yeah, see, corner strike. There's a Z spot and go and a Z spot. They're both pretty nice if you run together. Curl flat. The curl flat's a nice play. We're gonna block the halfback, swing or slant the tight or that receiver right there. And if you want, put Kittle on a bench, or not a bench, but yeah, out like that. And what this does is it gives you a bench and a slant and a stick. So you're gonna look at the bench, slant, stick, and they were all covered that time. So that was pretty good coverage. So yeah, just try it again. And let's look at the open play. It's tight end or Gerson over the middle. So that's really it to that one. I like running that play just because the bench almost always gets open. I don't know why I can't show it right now, but whatever. Bunch. Next play is out of drive mesh. We're going to block the halfback. You're going to drag the tight end. And then you're going to slant the far right receiver like Goodwin. Motion snap. And now you just have that double in. So you just throw whoever's open. Very simple. There's a trail concept that works basically the same, just your reads are going to be a little bit different. So trail, double trail, just motion snap, Goodwin. You don't have to slant him this time. Same reads, just throw the open guy over the middle. Very simple. Alrighty, let's get to the bunch still. There's a lot of plays in bunch, so mind the time. We have a screen, which is really nice, a cross screen. The reason I like that is because when he runs over, if their user runs to try and pick off the screen, you're just going to throw either one of those, the drag or the crosser or whatever you're going to call it. You also have a draw for covered 4 plays, which is nice. Y curl, where's that at? Y curl is an interesting play. So we have that. We have a couple wheels. So we're gonna streak the slot wheel, which is Taylor, and we're going to hitch the halfback. We're going to just do that. So this is to attack the user, I believe. So the user's probably going to go for Goodwin, Garcon, or Hyde. So you're just gonna watch the user if he's that left backer. Throw it to whoever's open, and just do that. You could leave the play stock too. The wheel routes are kind of cool to run. Let's see. Yeah, let's run it just stock. See what gets open. Yeah, the halfback wheel got open. So yeah, it's something you can run stock too. Okay, next formation, gun open flex. Open flex. We have a PA zone. I like this play, but I'm not going to show you because it's just another slide. We have power O, which I think works against cover 4. Let's try it. Because I think I used this last game, or one of the games I played, and it was dicing up some cover 4. Yeah, it works against cover 4. So that power O is a pretty nice gun run. Let's see, what are the audibles? You have that. You have zone, which sucks. Curls isn't bad if you don't get picked off, which is kind of why it sucks. Angles, our next one. It's still gun open flex. Angles. Oh, yeah, smash halfback angle. So you have a smash to your left or to your right. You have a corner route, which is gonna take away his user, maybe, and then the hide route's gonna be should be wide open. Yeah, that was open, but I just couldn't get the ball in the right spot. So I'm not really gonna go over this too much. So let's see. One more other way we can run this is we're gonna out Goodwin. We're gonna motion him over and snap right when he gets behind Taylor. So now we have a motion bench, which is cool. And just throw it. Alright, gun pack trips. Let's see. Gun pack trips. Where are you, pack trips? Pack trips is a 4 wide receiver set. Don't let that normally tight end route fool you. Doubles in. We're going to hitch the halfback. We're going to What does A mean? I really should label these a little bit better. I think I meant that. So I hitch those 2 receivers, and we're gonna throw one of the 2 drags. And Garcon got wide open, so that's why we like that play. Um, Not much to go over in pack trips, so I'll just keep looking at it. So pack trips. Let's see. Seam. No. Cortana. No. We have slot fade, which is pretty nice. We have a what's it called? Is that it? No. Oh, it's Packer seam. What we like to do on that one is motion the halfback left in him and smart route the in, and then streak the far left wide receiver. And this is just a kind of a flood type play. And we have scat, I believe. Scat in this one? Yeah, Packers scat. So scat is a cool play because we're gonna slant Taylor, and we could leave the play like this. Or what we're gonna do is motion hide left. We're going to slant him, and what we're gonna do is try and roll out, and just throw either of the slants, because what happens when you roll out is, along with the scats, is it's going to draw all the zones down, and then the play just gets wide open. Let's see. Let's try and show it again against a real defense. Alright, motion hide, slant hide. Snap the ball, motion, and dropped. But most of the time, that play will get in the sweet spot right up to where the 10-yard line is, or the number 10 is. So that's a nice play. Let's see. PA wide receiver in. This is a solo challenge play, so all you're gonna do is streak Garcon, and then just throw that post right there. And in solo challenges, that's just a really nice play. Let's go to drive. Let's see. What one is that? Open flex weak. I already forgot what formation I was in. So what happens when you do a bunch of these? Gun pack trips. Yeah, that was way off. Yeah, gun pack trips. Alright, so our next play is this Packer drive. I like this Packer drive, so I picked the wrong play again. What did I even pick? Packer seam. Not bad. Just that play, you just kind of quick throw that Garcon route. So let's go to the actual play I wanted to look at, which is the drive play. Packer trips. Drive. Packer drive. There we are. It took a while. Streak the inside slot, which is a good one. We're going to throw the Z route. What Z route? Oh, I was looking at the wrong play. Okay, back to this one. Out the far right receiver and smart route. So that's a good one. He's going to get a deep out right there. We're going to motion the halfback right and hitch him. So we're going to put him on a hitch. And reads our double in, out, hitch post. So versus cover 3, the Robinson route should get open. It doesn't look like it's cover 3. It looks more like kind of cover 1 since the corners are a bit turned. So what we're going to look at is the double ins and the hitch. So the hitch is there. So if the hitch is covered, most of the time it's man coverage, or you're just going to throw the double in. So you don't have to motion the halfback every time too. You can just leave them like that. I like motioning it because getting the motion a little bit more to the right gets this area a little bit more open. So that's really it. Alright, gun doubles flex week. Alright, gun doubles flex week. Where are you? Alright, so the jailbreak screen, we like this one because it fakes the halfback, or fakes the handoff away from the screen. Or, yeah, from the screen, and that's what you want in a jailbreak. Alright, so now we're in gun tight end tight offset. We have a slip screen, which is pretty good. You have a shot play. Where's that at? Spot play. Spot's okay. It's not as good as the one from last year. So we're going to look at spot because it has a couple setups. Alright, so we're going to motion the far right receiver, which is Goodwin. And we're going to snap for his delay. And we're going to out the far left receiver, which is Taylor, for a bench concept. If we want, we can slant Goodwin, but we're not going to do it this time. We're just going to motion it, snap it, and what happens is the motion snapping good one's going to get Brita open, or it's going to get Kittle open, and it's just kind of your play two. Alright, Kittle. Pretty simple. Version 2 is you're going to motion the far right out receiver and snap for delay. You're going to slant a good one before you do that, and you're going to out the far left receiver, just like we were talking about before. But now you have the slant over the middle, because you have a bench to one side, and then you have kind of a bench, but more of a flood to the other. So the middle should be wide open for good one. Alright, so next play is still a gun tight and tight offset. Let's see. It's called drive out. We're going to motion the far left wide receiver right, which is Taylor. Alright, now that we have Taylor there, we're going to hitch the halfback. And now we're going to look at all the over middle routes, which is Goodwin, Kittle, and whoever that guy is, Trent Taylor. And yeah, just throw the open guy over the middle. Yeah, stone hands a good one. Alright, so that's version 1. The cover 3 beater from last year still works, just it's not as good. So you motion him over, and then you're just gonna try and get time in the pocket and throw that deep. So I didn't get it there because there probably wasn't cover 3, but that's how you run the cover 3 beater. Slant the far left receiver, or so we're in version 2. Slant the far left receiver, which is Goodwin. We're going to motion we're going to motion Goodwin for the delay. And what's going to happen is the middle should be cleared out because of all the routes. And it wasn't because I was sacked. So let's try that again. Slant him. There we go. Yeah, that linebacker's staying there. Usually he's not there. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. Oh, am I not? Maybe it was. I think you have to hitch Brita. Is that what it was? Let's see. So I remember I was getting the middle open. It's probably you probably have to hitch Brita. Alright, so let's see. Motion the post smart route. Alright, so I already showed you the cover 3 player. Inside zone is pretty nice. It's a lot like a halfback dive. It's quick hitting. That's why we like it. You can audible your halfback 1 in here, but in head-to-head, I actually like Brita. I hope he gets a upgraded Madden card, or Mutt card, because he'd be fun to use. Alright, let's go to the next play. Bench. We know how to run bench. We just double in 2 players on one side. Throw whatever side's open. That's it. Version 2 of bench, we can do bench still. We're going to motion the far left receiver right. I should probably do the rest of the setup. I don't know why I keep putting motion at the top. Drag the far right corner out, so Garcon. We're going to slant the right out route. And we're going to motion snap Goodwin. So let's get him back over here. So the reason we're doing this is to try and get the corner routes open. So if everything's over the middle, hopefully that draws the user or the linebackers inside, which should get your tight ends and stuff open, but it didn't, so whatever. We'll go over PA seams later. Alright, so Y out is our next one. Y out. Yeah, Y out. We're gonna wheel the halfback, and our reads are gonna be reads are right corner, post, and drag. So that right red route isn't really a corner, but I call it a corner because I'm not entirely sure what to call that. It's kind of like a out, but it's a speed out. I don't know. So we're gonna look at the post versus cover 2, and if it's not there, we're just gonna look at the halfback. So if the halfback's open immediately, throw it. You might as well because you're gonna get a couple yards. So let's look at that halfback. So what happened there is I saw that the halfback was open, but I also saw the drag coming, so I threw the drag so the halfback would pick it up as a screen. That's something I like doing in mid-game. Let's get a different defense for the next one. Motion the red painted route left. Alright, so version 2 is going to, we're going to motion Kittle. He's going to go this way. So now that's speed out over the middle. We're going to hitch the left corner out, which is Garcon. And we're going to we're going to look at the speed out, obviously. But you're also going to look at the post. So you're going to look at the post and then the 2 under routes. So no. Yeah, throw it right there. Ah, stupid phone. Stop that. Alright. So next play is seams. So this is a cover 2 beater. You just basically run it stock to beat cover 2. Because you have the tight end route right about there versus cover 2. I got it versus cover 3 because that was just a good throw. But the farther back you are, the better this play is. So let's go back a bit. Not bench. Alright, so we're going to just try that again. So that looks like cover 4. So probably not going to get it. Waiting for a cover 2 because cover 2 would actually help. Alright, so we have the cover 3 right here. So let's just show the cover 3 beater. So motion the left corner. So we're going to motion Garcon over. He's going to go over here, become a post. We're going to drag Goodwin, and that's the cover 3 beater. Just stay in the pocket, throw Goodwin or Garcon. So I didn't get it that time, but that's the cover 3 beater. I don't really consider those one plays because I never work. Alright, so let's see. Let's try this again. Did I get sacked? Huh, crazy. That was a crazy sack. Alright, so let's try this cover 2 beater again because I want to show you it works. I know it does. Because all you're going to do is outside throw Goodwin as soon as he beats the corner versus cover 2. I don't know why it keeps going to this like kind of cover 4 look. I don't know. So I guess you're just going to have to take my word for that one. Because versus the cover 2, what's going to happen is the Kittle route is going to take the safety over the middle. So Goodwin, if you throw outside position, you should get it. There's almost no reason you shouldn't. I guess versus the blitz, just gonna throw that. Alright, so let's see. What's the other version for this? Alright, so we're going to motion the halfback left and streak him. So gotta move him over first. We're gonna streak Breida. And now we have a whole bunch. It's basically verts. What we're gonna do ourselves a bailout route like that, and just try and get whatever we can. No blocking is going to be a little bit difficult. So if you see that they're gonna get pressure on you, probably don't run this version. The only reason we're running it like this is to get the tight end a little bit more open. But we couldn't, so whatever. That's just a version. Doesn't mean you have to run it. Alright. Not bench. Alright, so the second version, or fourth is we're gonna hitch Breida. We're gonna slant the far right receiver, and we're gonna motion snap him. So do that. And the reason we do that is because whoa, that was a horrible pass. Okay, let's try that again. Alright, the reason we run it is because we're doing a lot of these motion route things. We want to kind of keep them on guard. So the reason we do that is Breida, Goodwin, or Kittle should be open no matter what on this play. If you, like I keep doing, it should just work. So let's try it one more time before we give up on this one. Alright, set up. And he dropped it. Whatever. That seems to be my luck. I promise these plays work online. I use them myself. I just don't know why Praxis mode hates me. Alright, slant the far right receiver, motion snap for a delay. So this is the simplest one. You're just doing that. Throw whatever you can. Alright, version 6, we're going to motion the halfback right. So motion Breida right. We're going to slant Breida. And this is another cover 2 beater, but it gives you an underneath Breida route. So help you out a lot. Alright, next play is going to be gun split offset. Alright, gun split offset. First play is under and up. The reason we like this play is versus man-to-man. Just smart route Garcon. He gets open like immediately. That's why we like that play. Give me 1 second. Drink some water. Okay. Okay, so we have a running route or a run play called halfback or crossbuck. Works okay. I don't like it, but it's something you can run if you need to run the play in this formation. There's a draw play in this formation, which is a step above the Browns have a draw version. PA slide has a whole bunch of formation versions. I've already gone over, but we'll go over them again just because. Alright, so versus hard flats, your reads are left, wide, or like your reads are going to change versus the coverage. I have all of them written down so you don't have to look at them. Or I mean, so you can look at them. So version 2. Alright, so we're going to streak the wide receiver and just going to look at the quick tight end throw or the over the middle throw. Very simple. Version 3 is going to be put the left wide receiver on a fade. And then, yeah, that's basically what I did last time actually. I don't know, I had that in twice. I threw that out of bounds. So another thing, this isn't split close. Something that I have a problem with every time is A and Y are actually your quick routes instead of Y and halfback. So I keep forgetting to hit A instead of the right route. And block the halfback. So version 4 is block hide. And then you can motion out Kittle and do whatever you want with Kittle to whatever you think attacks the coverage well. So I'm gonna slant or I'm gonna drag him and do that. So drag, blah, blah, and then post. Alright. Angle route in there, which is okay. Gun doubles flex is our next big play, so that'll be our next one. Okay. Alright, gun doubles flex. This is my favorite formation from years past. I used to run this play at halfback circle. I ran this play so many times back from probably Madden 12 to Madden 15. I ran this play as a lot. It was my version of the split close halfback circle. I love this play because there's just so many setups. Like you can run a whole offense of drive in this play and have a different look probably every time. So let's go with the first setup. The first setup is just obviously stock. We don't have to do anything at all. So it's a really simple setup. We'll go over it in just a sec. Alright, so the first way, how we're gonna read this is we have 3 different concepts for different formation or coverages. So if we see cover 2, we're gonna look at Kittle and Hyde. If we see cover 3, we're gonna look at Goodwin. And if we see cover 4 or man-to-man, we're gonna look at the bench or not the bench, the smash to the left. And if it's man-to-man, you throw the Hyde route as well. So you're looking at Garcon or Hyde. So this is cover 2. So we're probably gonna get Kittle. Yep. So Kittle was the read. That was pretty simple. Alright, so versus each one of these setups is 4 different coverages. So let's do the first. We're gonna do cover 1, the cover 1 setup, even though we're not facing cover 1. You're gonna put the halfback. Let's see. It will be a will. Wait, what? You will want to slant. Oh, will be the read. Made my book a little bit harder to read. So if it's cover 1, you're looking at Hyde basically the whole time. You will want to slant or drag the far left receiver to have a second man beater. So you're looking at Hyde right about there and just take it upfield for a few yards. and that's the cover one man. So this is cover three. So cover three simple. We're looking at the where you can leave it stock and throw the out to the right, unless it gets batted down like that. Otherwise, we can look at the smash concept and then drag Goodwin. The reason this is going to work is because we have basically two over the middle routes with Hyde and Goodwin, the clear out and Kittle, and smashes just beat cover three in general. So if I could have thrown that a little bit further, probably would have worked. Don't mind me pausing for a bit, texting my girlfriend. Seems the angle. Alright, so cover two's version, even though this isn't cover two we're facing. We're looking at the seam and the angle route. So if we want to put an extra read, we're going to motion the corner route to the right. So Garcon's route is going to go over here. What this does is it gives us a post versus the cover two. And then we're going to fade Kittle like that and probably slant Taylor. So if this was cover two, let's just run it. You would probably throw the post. So let's see if we can get a cover two shell this time. Alright, cool, we did. Alright, this is probably cover four, but yeah, we'll hope that it's not cover four. Alright, so we do that. We slant Taylor. And the reason we're going to do that is we're going to throw the fade right over there if it's wide open. And the post should split the safeties. So I really should just get a second controller and show you, but I don't feel like it. Actually, yeah, let's do it. Alright, let's just show you that one. This will probably make the video a little bit longer, but it's worth it. Doubles flex is one of my favorite formations. Alright, so let's do Tampa 2. Alright. So motion Garcon over. We're going to slant Taylor, and then we can drag Goodwin if we want just another route. So what we're doing is we're going to look at... Oh, look at that, it was all covered. Crazy. Alright, so let's try that again. Right. I know this... Oh, damn. I was trying to audible it. Alright, this is taking way longer than it should. Man, I hate that. Right, motion Garcon. Fade Kittle, not snap the ball, Madden. Right, and then slant Tyler. And let's probably smart route him so that route's a little bit faster. And there. How is that so bad? Oh my god, I really want to show you this play, but my goodness, these players. Right, so let's try that again. Alright, so, okay, you know what? I'm not allowed to show this play. I know it works, but I'm not allowed to show it today. Alright, let's do the cover 3 version 2. Alright, so cover 3 version 2. Leave stock, look at the out route. See if it's not there, maybe the cover 2. Okay. So, yeah, this is just another cover 3. This is just me writing down that to beat cover 3, just look at that out, and if it's not there, it's probably cover 2. So you throw the angle. Alright, versus cover 4. The cover 4 setup, we're going to drag the tight end, we're going to in the far right receiver, and we're going to, it's just basically a flood. So we can streak him. So we just have a bunch of floods. That's it. Now we have the other way I like to run this is we motion hide out, and basically all the setups stay the same, except you can't motion them out. So even no matter what, the setups just stay the same. You just have the corner or whatever hides route is, the angle route will now be a post instead of the angle. So it's just going to be like a interesting little post. So let's throw that one because it looks open. Yeah. I'm just not getting anything today. I swear I can never do a video without it, like, everything going wrong. Yeah, at least Kittle worked. So yeah, that's basically it. Halfback base is your run play out of that. Oh, I forgot to go over one more play. All right, so another version of this play is we're gonna out Trent Taylor, and we're gonna motion him over, slant him behind Garcon, and that gives us a bench, a motion bench, which is my favorite kind of bench. Our audible is dagger. It's not very good, but it's just something you could throw in. So I should have threw the drag, but I threw the in because I was trying to get the cool looking play. So let's try. Man, those throws. Niners need a new QB. Alright. Double slants. I throw this a lot versus cover 4. It's just something I've been running. I've been having some success against cover 4 with. Because if I can get one of my nice rack receivers the ball early, I can probably get a little bit off of that cover 4. Alright, Packers slot post. Alright. Packers slot post. Version 1, if you are on the right hash, motion the tight end left. So if you're on the right hash, motion the tight end left. Oh, tight end. Okay. I was like, why would I motion the post over? Ah, my God, not that player. Whatever. Alright, so motion, if we're on the left, or if we're on the right hash, motion the tight end over. It gives you a speed out. That's the only reason we're motioning that over. Because look at this tight end route. Look how fast I got. And look how the quarterback could not throw it. So that's why we like that play. Version 2 is drag the far left receiver and come back the far right. And that should help you get a good gain against cover 3. So Garcon, he should get open super deep right versus cover 3. And if not, you just have the 2 ends. And yeah. And goal line gets in fast sometimes, doesn't it? Alright, let's try and stay there. So, yeah, that's just something to throw in. Version 3 is wheel the halfback, motion the halfback right, and then drag the far left receiver, and then put the wheel, routes are, oh my God, I don't know how to talk. Okay, reads are drag, tight ends, speed out, post, and then wheel, and then hitch. So drag right there. Very simple. Alright. Jailbreaks in this formation too, but I don't like it since it fakes the handoff to the screen, which kind of can screw things up. You have an inside zone, which is pretty good. You have a corner strike, which is a fun way to attack the user, because the user is just going to run over to the corner and try and double it up. So you put the halfback on a hitch and just throw it to the middle and rack it up for upfield. You have Y shallow cross. I like this play as a feel good play because you just throw the out, or your reads are out, drag in post, and that's just an easy read. Flanker drives the next one we're going to go over. So we fade the slot, which is Garcon. We're gonna, what's gonna happen is you will have the halfback be open quick. Alright, so what happens on this play is the halfback's open quick. If the halfback's not open, it's both ends. And if nothing's open, the post should be open. So, boom. Yeah, basically it. I remember seeing this thing. Someone was trying to tell me that if you fade Garcon, you could, if you did that and you had an accurate QB, you could probably catch it. I don't understand Playmaker very often, so leave in the comments if you know how to use it. Because good for you, man. Because I don't understand it at all. I always throw it out of bounds when I try to use it. Alright, so version 2 is motion the halfback right, hitch the halfback, hitch the slot, and what happens is the hitches are going to try and hold the linebackers, so you're both in routes or the post is going to get open. So post, or in right there, and I couldn't throw it. Alright, so let's try that again. Alright. So let's try that one more time. and we got knocked out. We have a draw play, which is pretty nice. There's a cross play, which is pretty nice. Got through. This is a formation that you're gonna run a bunch of, so just try and run all these plays, so they don't just key in on halfback circle. You have this nice little inside cross. I'm not really gonna go over it because it's inside cross. I'm sure you know why it's good. There's a screen with two ins next to the screen, so if their linebacker tries and jumps it, you have the two ins. You have a curl route. You have the curl flats, which are nice. You have Packers fade, which has some. It's hard to show this outside the goal line, but if you low point pass it, man, I still can never figure out how to low point pass it. Alright, so if you low point pass that in the goal line, you should get that slot touchdown almost every time. But you need an accurate guy you probably need an accurate guy, so yeah. And then you have forward verts, obviously. If you throw it to the outside, you might get it. Shutter post is okay. I don't really care for it. You have a generic empty. Not really gonna go over that. We'll see. I think we're basically done going over this playbook, because gun ace offset's the last one, and not really much to this one. The only thing we like about this is the run play is very nice. You have a cool screen. Your Z-spot's pretty good. The sail's really good against cover 4. And that's really it. You have a power row if you want to run it. Slants are pretty good. So yeah, that's been the Packers playbook. I really like this playbook, and despite the troubles the CPU was giving me for whatever reason, you're probably going to like it too. So leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what playbook you run with, and if you want me to do another ebook. And just have a good day in general. Alright, so see you later, guys.